Tony, let's talk about leading through uncertainty, because for sure these are unsure times.
But very uncertain times. So it's an opportunity, I think, for business owners to think about where they need to take their business now that they've experienced the lockdown of COVID. And I think, if they haven't already, it's time to start thinking about what's the next step for their business. Where do they want to take it? But to be able to do that, they need to know what's going on for them and where they really want to take the business, isn't it?
Well, when you start a business, like, you have all these hopes and dreams, right? And you have this vision about where you want this business to go. Even if it's a small vision, even if you've gone way beyond that vision, you still had a vision.
Yes.
And now that things have changed and are still changing, you're being called to review that vision.
Yeah.
And review who you are in that vision. So you might have started out being a jack of all trades. You did everything when you started a business. We're happily being the social media marketer and the accountant and blah, 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 until you get that critical mass. And for some people in their businesses, they may have gone, well, we were up here and we were on a growth trajectory, and boom, 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 boom. Now we're not sure where our markets are. We're not sure how it's going to work. And it really does start to call you to go back to basics, which is looking into your own self and what you desire for this business. And quite often, you'll talk to people and they'll be talking about what they have to do, what they have to do, what they have to do. But nobody really talks about what they desire for their business. And let's face it, your business is your creation.
But exactly, it's getting that balance of want and need, isn't it? We all want certain things in life, but the things which we need sometimes are more important than the things that we actually want. Our wants and our needs will be often competing against each other, and that's the same in business. We want to have a successful business, but do we know what we need to be successful? And given the challenge which business in New Zealand has faced, dealing with the COVID lockdown, and to be sustainable to go forward, because something there'll be another COVID, or there'll be another something which comes along. Are you going to be resilient enough to get through that? So what do you need to be thinking about, Leslie, as a business owner, if you want to make sure that your business is positioned to survive the next challenge which comes along?
Well, that goes down to, how do you position your people? Like, you've got your systems and your processes, and you've got some systems and processes that are no longer valid, maybe, because of the COVID. Yeah. But it's the people in your business that will make a difference, and it starts with you making a difference to them. So when you want to make a difference to people, the first thing you do is listen.
Yeah, and that's important, because your people, they're doing the work. They know what works well. They know what doesn't work well. And often they will see how things could be done differently. Yeah.
There's a lot of information sitting in the brains of all those people who work for you, and I've worked with businesses where people have gone, nobody's ever asked me before.
Absolutely.
I've just been doing my job. I've just been doing my job. There's my job description. This is my job, and that's it. And nobody ever asked me.
Yeah.
And you're missing out. And
that's what a great lost opportunity that is. And the more staff you've got, the more potential ideas you've got to tap in. And as a business owner and a good leader of people, you've got to take on board that, whether you like it or not, that you don't actually know everything, and you don't actually need to know everything. You've got staff there; they can actually be a great source of knowledge and intelligence as to what your next move actually needs to be, as opposed to what you want it to be.